This might sound scary, but you're lying in bed. The room is dark. Everything around you calls for rest, but your mind refuses to shut down. Thoughts come rushing in like an avalanche. That person's face, the words that still echo, the resentment burning inside you. You squeeze your eyes shut, trying to push it all away. But the more you fight, the stronger it gets. It's as if something is deeply rooted inside you. Now tell me, how many times has this happened? How many sleepless nights? How much pain bottled up? How many times have you wished you could just forget? But what if I told you there's a way to cut this root, once and for all? And not just that. If you do it the right way, that person who hurt you will feel it. They will remember what they did. And one day, sooner than you think, they will wish they had never hurt you. This is real, and I'm going to prove it to you. But first, I need you to do something. If this video resonates with you, if you know what it's like to go through this, hit the like button now. And it's not just for you. It's for all the people who need this release. Your friends, your family, people who might be suffering in silence. Every like helps spread this knowledge further. And believe me, someone you least expect might need to hear this today. So, have you left your like? Great. Now, pay close attention. What I'm about to tell you isn't some cheap trick. This ritual has existed for centuries. It was discovered by ancient civilizations and used by those who understood something most people ignore: the power of intention. It doesn't just block bad energy. It does much more than that. It transforms. It shifts the balance. When done correctly, it makes the person who hurt you feel what you felt, not as revenge, but as a lesson, as if the universe itself is restoring justice. And the best part? You don't need anything complicated, just something you probably already have in your home. Black pepper. Yes, a simple black peppercorn holds a power that most people underestimate. But don't be fooled. This is not just superstition. When used the right way, this small element can become a key to sever ties with pain, to reverse energy, to bring back balance. And now that you know this, do you really want to keep carrying this weight, or do you want to learn how to let it go? If so, stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to teach you the exact step-by-step process of this ritual. But first, answer me this. What would happen if, starting today, that person began to feel what you feel? If everything shifted? If your energy was finally cleansed? Well, you're about to find out. Now that you know there's a ritual capable of transforming this energy, you might have one question on your mind. Why black pepper? What makes it so special? The answer lies in its origin. Black pepper has always been considered one of the most powerful ingredients for cleansing and protection. Ancient civilizations used it in rituals to ward off negative influences and cut ties with energies that trap the soul. But the most interesting part, it doesn't just protect, it returns. Black pepper carries an active, dynamic energy. It acts like a mirror, reflecting back whatever was sent your way, and that's exactly why so many cultures have used it in rituals of justice. But simply grabbing a handful of pepper and throwing it around isn't enough. The secret lies in intention, in how you handle this energy. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you now. But before I reveal the step-by-step process, you need to understand something very important. This ritual is not a game. And once you begin, changes will start happening quickly. Are you ready for that? Because once this energy is set in motion, there's no turning back. If your answer is yes, keep reading. Because what's coming next might change everything. Before I teach you the ritual, I need to tell you a story. Laura was an ordinary woman. She worked, took care of her home, and tried to live a normal life. But something was eating away at her from the inside. A betrayal. Someone she deeply trusted turned their back on her at the worst moment of her life. And even after all this time, she couldn't forget. She tried to move on, but the resentment was always there. Until one day, she heard about this ritual. At first, she was skeptical. How could something so simple change something so deep? But she decided to give it a try. She took 7 black peppercorns. She followed the ritual exactly. And in the final moment, when she released her intention, she felt something shift, a lightness, as if something invisible had been pulled from her. Days passed, and then something unexpected happened. The person who had hurt her reappeared, not to hurt her again, but to ask for forgiveness. And the most shocking part, this person had no idea about the ritual, but somehow the universe had taken care of setting things right. Some might call it a coincidence, but those who understand how energy works know that there are no coincidences. Now tell me, do you really want to keep carrying this weight inside you? Or do you want to finally release this energy and see what happens? If your answer is yes, then pay close attention, because now I'm going to teach you exactly what to do. But before we begin, there's something crucial you need to understand. This is not a game. When you move energy, you shift the flow around you. And that means consequences will follow, both for the person who hurt you and for yourself. If your intention is revenge, anger, or a desire to cause harm, the ritual can spiral out of your control. But if your intention is release, balance, and justice, then it will become a powerful tool to restore your peace. The energy you send into the world is the energy that returns to you. So, before you do anything, take a deep breath. Feel in your heart what you truly desire. If what you seek is justice and relief, then you are ready. Now, let's go step by step. For this ritual, you will need 3 things: 7 black peppercorns, a glass of pure water, a quiet place where you won't be interrupted. Step 1. Choosing the right time. The best time to perform this ritual is at night, preferably after 9 p.m. This is a period when the mind is more receptive and the energies around us are calmer. Step 2. The consecration of the pepper. Take the 7 black peppercorns and hold them in the palm of your hand. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Now, visualize the person who hurt you. See their face. Feel the energy of this connection. Then, mentally repeat, I release this pain. I return what is not mine. May the truth be restored. Repeat this phrase 7 times, once for each peppercorn. Step 3. Activating the water. Take the glass of pure water and place the 7 peppercorns inside it. As you do this, imagine all the negative energy inside you being absorbed by the water. Visualize your anger, your pain, your sorrow, all leaving you, dissolving into the glass. Step 4. The final release. Now comes the most important part. Take the glass and go to a place where you can pour the water onto the earth. It could be a garden, a potted plant, or a natural spot. If you can't do it immediately, leave the glass by your bedside and dispose of the water the next morning. As you pour the water, say out loud, "Just as this water returns to the earth, all negative energy dissolves. What is mine returns to me. What is not, I give back to the universe." And that's it. From this moment on, the energy starts moving. The person who hurt you will feel this shift, and sooner or later, in one way or another, they will realize that what they did had consequences. But most importantly, you will finally feel the lightness that comes with letting go. Now, do you want to know what happens after this ritual? Once the ritual is performed, something begins to change. You may not notice it immediately, but little by little, small shifts will start to appear. At first, you might feel an unexpected sense of relief, as if something invisible has been lifted from you. Some people report having intense dreams within the first 24 hours. Sometimes, the very person who caused the pain appears in these dreams, showing regret, trying to speak, or attempting to get closer. Other times, this person feels an uncontrollable urge to reach out in real life. It could be an unexpected message, an attempt to reconnect, or even an apology that seems to come out of nowhere. And for those who have held onto deep resentment, something even more fascinating happens. The world around them starts to respond differently. Situations that once felt stuck begin to shift. People who used to ignore them suddenly start noticing them in a new way. The emotional weight that was blocking their energy begins to dissolve. But why does this happen? Because when you release energy from within, it needs to go somewhere. And when this energy has a clear destination, the person who hurt you, the impact is inevitable. Now imagine this. That person suddenly finds themselves reliving what they put you through. Maybe through a problem similar to the one they caused you. Maybe through a deep inner discomfort, a restlessness they can't shake. Or maybe through a sudden urge to make things right and seek reconciliation. This has already happened to many people who have followed this ritual, and now it might be happening to you. But what if you want to amplify these effects even further? What if there was a way to speed up the process and ensure that change happens faster? If you want to know how to do that, keep reading. How to strengthen the ritual's effects. Now that the energy is already in motion, there's a way to enhance this process even further. The black pepper ritual is powerful on its own, but when combined with a few additional elements, its effects can be intensified. First element, the white candle. A candle represents clarity, truth, and purification. If you want to accelerate the results, Light a white candle the day after the ritual and focus on the same intention: release, balance, and justice. As the candle burns, repeat this affirmation: I release what hurts me. What is mine returns to me. What does not belong to me dissolves into the universe. This reinforces the cleansing process and gives even more strength to your intention. Second element: repeating the ritual for 7 days. If you feel that the energy is still heavy, repeat the ritual every night for a week. Each repetition further breaks the emotional ties and makes the energetic response even stronger. Third element: the power of the written word. Take a piece of paper and write the name of the person who hurt you. Next to their name, write exactly what you want to happen: repentance, understanding, balance. Then fold the paper and place it under a glass of water with 7 black peppercorns. Leave it there overnight, and in the morning, pour the water away. This simple act symbolizes the transfer of energy and speeds up the process. Now, think about this. If this ritual has resonated with you so far, imagine how many more people could benefit from this knowledge. How many people could finally free themselves from the pain they carry? That's why, if you haven't done so yet, hit the like button now and share this with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want to hear a real-life example of how this ritual changed someone's life, keep reading. Because now I'm going to tell you a story that will surprise you. Laura never believed in these things. She was skeptical, practical, the kind of person who thought some problems could only be solved with time or distance. But time passed, and the pain remained. She had been betrayed in a way she couldn't get over. The worst part wasn't the betrayal itself, but the indifference. The person she loved most moved on as if nothing had happened, while she was left behind, carrying all the weight alone. She tried to move forward, but that tight knot in her chest wouldn't go away. Until one day, by chance, she came across this ritual. At first, she thought it was silly. How could a few peppercorns change something so deep? But that night, something inside her whispered, "Why not try?" She took the 7 black peppercorns, prepared the water, and followed each step. And when she finished, she felt a shiver run through her body. That night, Laura dreamed of the person who had hurt her. In the dream, that person looked desperate, trying to say something, but no words came out. The next day, something even stranger happened. That person, who hadn't spoken to her in months, sent her an unexpected message. "Laura, I don't know why, but I feel like I need to apologize to you." At that moment, Laura knew something had shifted. The ritual wasn't just symbolic, it moved real energy. And more than seeing that person regret their actions, she finally felt what she had been searching for so long: lightness. The weight was gone. The energy around her had changed. And for the first time in a long time, she slept without those painful memories invading her mind. Now, tell me, if this happened to Laura, why couldn't it happen to you? If you followed each step with the right intention, the process has already begun. But if you want to take this to another level, there's one more thing you can do. Now, I'll show you some complementary techniques that can further strengthen this shift in your life. How to amplify the effects of the ritual. Now that you've completed the ritual, you can enhance its effects even more with a few simple but extremely powerful techniques. These methods will help keep the energy around you clean and balanced, preventing the past from affecting you again. First technique, using protective crystals. Certain crystals can help you transform and stabilize energy. Amethyst, one of the most powerful crystals for energy transmutation. If you still feel traces of resentment or anxiety, keep an amethyst near your bed or wear it as an accessory. It will help transform any negative energy into calm and clarity. Clear quartz. This crystal acts as an energetic reset. It purifies the environment and strengthens your intention of release. To maximize its effects, hold the quartz in your hand while mentally repeating, "I am free. I am at peace." Second technique, the gratitude and release journal. What does this mean? For the next 7 days, every night before bed, write down 2 things. Something you are grateful for that day. Something you are letting go of. For example, I am grateful for the peace I felt today. Today, I release any remaining traces of pain still inside me. This small habit reinforces your energetic shift and prevents you from slipping back into negative thought patterns. Third technique, the herbal cleansing bath. One day after the ritual, prepare a cleansing bath using rosemary for purification and mental clarity, basil for spiritual protection, bay leaves to cut negative energies. Boil the water, add the herbs, and let it sit for a few minutes. Then pour the infused water over your body from the neck down while visualizing everything that no longer belongs to you washing away. And if you truly want to take this to the next level, there's one final secret that very few people know. A way to create an energetic shield that ensures this transformation becomes permanent. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about in the next part. Now that you made it this far, something inside you has already started to shift. You may not realize it yet, but the energy around you is no longer the same. You've released a weight that has been with you for a long time. You've taken a step toward transforming this pain into something you can finally leave behind. And now you have 2 choices. You can move forward, allowing this newfound lightness to grow each day. Or you can fall back into the same thoughts, the same wounds, letting it all pile up again. But one thing is certain, the process has already begun. To make sure it continues, I want to invite you to do something. If this ritual made sense to you, leave a comment below saying, "I release and move forward in peace." This simple act reinforces your intention and at the same time helps others who are going through the same process. And more than that, share this video with someone who needs to hear this. You have no idea how many people carry unnecessary pain simply because they never had access to this kind of knowledge. If everyone watching this shared it with just one person, we could create a true wave of liberation. If you enjoyed this content and want to learn more about how to transform your energy and your life, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Here, we're building a community of people who want more than just surviving the past. They want to truly break free. And now, you're a part of this too. So before you go, click the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos. Because this ritual was just the beginning. Now tell me, are you ready for what comes next? See you in the next video.